All right, I got Scott Dahlberg. We're at the top of Pikes Peak, and Scott just won the inaugural Pikes Peak High-Altitude Mile. Went about 4:56. Is that what a 4:46? What was it?
I think someone said 4:48. I haven't seen the official yet. It's
okay,
right
yeah, we'll figure it out. But a tight race. Had to duke it out. Just tell us how it went.
Yeah. So it's kind of uncharted territory running. This high of intensity, this high of elevation. So,
yeah.
For me coming into it, the strategy was just to fill it out as the race progressed. And, I figured it would probably go out fairly slow, and I think it did. I think it went out about 75 for the first 400.
Yeah.
About 230 through the 800.
Yeah.
But then I could kind of feel that my breathing wasn't getting worse, through the midway to about 3/4. So, it was 6 laps, and so about a lap and a half to go, I just decided to kind of push the threshold a little more, since it wasn't getting much worse, and then it just panned out well.
Yeah, you were in the race with a bunch of fast guys. I mean, it was either do or die about that time, right?
It's exactly, yeah. I just kind of decided I came up here to run hard and got to get after it at some point. So it was kind of could have gone bad, but it went well.
Yeah. Did you expect what kind of a time were you expecting?
I was thinking right around there. If the race went well, it would be right about mid 440s. There's kind of a lot of conversation about whether it could break 5 or how fast someone could go. But I kind of figured mid 440s would be about right.
How'd the body feel on that last lap?
It was hurting, but I knew it wasn't gonna last forever. So.
And that course is not flat. You were probably gaining about 15 feet there in the first 200 meters. I mean, that must have been like not too much fun.
No, and actually that was kind of came into my mind because right when I started pushing it was right at the base of that little uphill section, and I was almost thinking, well, is that a good idea to push it at the base of it? But I was like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna push it, I gotta push it now. So, and then there's like a little muddy patch with probably on the top of the curve that contributed to it as well.
You had to win this thing with a kick. What were you thinking there in the last 100 meters?
Well, I knew Day was right next to me, and he's got tremendous speed, but 14,000 feet, speed's a little different story. So I just tried to give it everything I had there at the end.
Yeah, your cross country coach, assistant at CSU, and we talked a little bit already about your training coming up to this. You didn't come up in training 14,000 feet. Can you just kind of tell us a little bit about your preparation?
Yeah, normally about this time of the year in my season I'd be base training, but I decided to start doing some strength workouts a little early, and that's kind of what I used to gear towards this, was just some strength workouts. I knew I wasn't going to be running 4:10 or trying to get anything super fast, so I did some some tempos, some hill workouts, some fartleks, but just some general strength work preparation.
And we talked. You worked. You grew up in Peyton. Won state track championships out there, 7,100 feet. Then you went to Gunnison.
That's right.
Western State, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So do you think maybe you had a little confidence at least at altitude?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable at altitude, but I've never been to 14,000 feet before to run this kind of intensity. So I never know how it was going to go, but I enjoyed the experience tremendously.
And first annual Pikes Peak High-Altitude Mile winner. You win $1,000. That's got to feel good, man.
Yeah, it does. It feels. I was very blessed to be a part of it, and I enjoyed it a lot.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.